Well, hello
We
everybody.
live?
Yep, we're live now. We're live. I was just waiting for it to kind of go up, but hey everybody, how's it going? Oh, there, perfect. Yeah, we're about so it's a 16-second delay. So just so you guys know, from when I hit the live button, it was 16 seconds
Oh,
till
so
we
I can
came up.
swear, and I've got 16 seconds to get out of here.
Yeah. Well, on your side of the pond, it doesn't matter because it's past that time. So
Oh, it's yes, past the watershed, as we say
yep,
over here.
exactly. So we already got quite a few people. Charles is in. Good to see you. Mike, who I was still waiting for some content from his like actual gameplay. He keeps
Yeah,
showing us his man cave. Like
yeah.
I'm like, come on, please, let's just do this. Let's get some videos on there and everything like that. So Beat Cafe. So we got him here. Thou who shall not be named has not showed up yet. So
Don't say his name three times
nope,
because that'll be it.
nope.
Mike,
Mike Berticelli, doing good. And Alistair, Kevin. Yeah, I know. It's like I'm like right on that verge, and I'm
yeah.
like at 939 right now.
I tell you what,
Subscriber.
I'm getting a bit jittery because if you've got to do a live stream when you get your 1,000, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely,
And
definitely. Yep.
I'm nearly at the 4,000.
Yeah, I've started just putting things out in just the world and just to put it out in the world just to do stuff
Yeah,
nowadays.
you,
So
you'll get
yeah,
there before me. I
yeah.
think I need about 150.
Yeah, I gotcha. So, oh my god,
Yeah.
I gotta minimize or it's keep distracting me. I have the live stream up, so it was like distracting me.
Oh, because you're getting
Yeah,
the delayed one.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't have the sound, but yeah. So William's here. So Jester, for those of you who may not know, his daughter
Once,
got married
once.
yesterday.
No, that's once. You said it once. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
His daughter got thou who shall not be named's daughter got married yesterday, so he's in Chicago again. Because the last time I had to take over, he was well, I guess not the last time, but one of the times he was in Chicago. Oh, here's somebody we haven't seen for a while.
No, Jay.
Jay. Yep. Yep. Do you really have to? Do you? Oh, incontinent. Yeah. That's my compared to that, my week's great. Although I was mowing the lawn today and the self-propelled part of the mower died, so I had to like this is the most exhausting of mowing of the
You
lawn
have to
I've ever
push
had.
it.
Yeah. And
Oh,
it's not like it just doesn't go. It makes it harder to push. so yep. Yeah. Robert D. Fortuna and Fred.
and Fred.
And oh, he says he should actually start content in October. Still probably have a bunch of rearranging to do. Yeah, I
Right.
get it. You got to get that just
Yeah, you
right
got to get
so
it
it
right. Yeah.
flows.
What are you going to start with, Mike? Any clues? What do you reckon? Let us know.
Kyle.
Oh, Kyle.
Yep. So
Usual crew in tonight. Good to see.
yeah, good to see everybody. Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
I walked in. I'm like, I'm buying a new mower, and then I'm like, I'm looking at how much a new mower is, and I'm like, I'm just gonna push through it. I'll see if I can find the part to actually do it because I was like, I don't want to spend that money.
No, that's games money. Cheers, everyone.
Yeah. Cheers, everybody. Probably Maharaja for my list of 10. Ooh, that's a good idea.
Ooh,
Speaking
yeah.
of the list of 10, guess what I'm at?
Oh, God, shut up.
I'm at 8. I just got 8 done. So I've got 2, and those 2 are actually pretty intense.
Yeah.
I've got MBT, which I'm excited about, but there's a lot in that. And then I've also got GTS, which even a small scenario, there's a lot to it. So
Have you played No Question of Surrender?
Yeah, I did play No Question. That was last year.
Oh,
That was on my thing last year. So in that one, and so Juno Gold and Sword, the Greatest Day. That's the one I'm going to do. Uses.
Oh, you're going to get one of the big boys out, are you?
Yeah, but I'm only going to do one of the beach landings,
Yeah.
which is there's enough to that by itself. You know, like you can play those over and over and over again, and I don't think be upset at all. So. Oh, it's actually the handle part that you squeeze to engage it. So it's a bunch of plastic pieces, and the mower's probably close to 10 years old. So I'm surprised it lasted that long.
Yeah.
Plastic just especially when it's out in the garage, you have the hot, cold. Yeah. So yeah. Jay started Distant Plane today. Now that one I'm interested just because of the topic. That's Afghanistan. So
Yeah. Is that the one where you know the cards, you know the game, or is that the other one?
that's a coin series. So a Distant Plane is coin series.
Oh right, what's the other one? I'm confusing. Always confuse it with
Labyrinth.
Labyrinth. Yeah,
Yeah. I love Labyrinth is really good. I really enjoy that.
I like David Bowie in it. You know.
Yeah, I played the crap out of that when it came out, and with the second expansion, made the game so much better. I've not played it with a third expansion, so I don't know how well that goes. So, it was interesting. Yeah. So playing Dark Sands. Nathan is playing Dark Sands. Oh God, that's interesting. That's a good thing.
That's one I'd like. That's the old Ted Racer series.
Yes, yeah, that's the Dark Valley series.
I've got the thingy, the Dark Sands of North Africa one. I want to quite like that. Waiting for the reprint though. See if they sort of.
Yeah, there's some interesting stuff going on that I'm looking for. There you go. That's all you need to do.
Yep, and she will never know.
Yep. Other than he doesn't finish it, it's sitting out there when she comes home. You know the way it works out.
Yeah.
Oh, we got Michael. See, I'm thinking we're confusing some of these guys because it's on my channel and not on Jester's channel. So maybe a couple of these guys will be coming in. So
no, it's the usual crew.
I'm game 10. He's got his 10.
You girly swat, as you used to say.
Blind Swords, Fields of Despair, and Comancheria. I tell you what, Blind Swords is something I've played one scenario out of Long Street Attacks. I love that series. I think, Mike, we've talked about it. For an ACW game, it is really, really good.
That's the Revolution one, isn't it?
Revolution.
Yeah, that's the one I've got. What's the one I've got?
Kernstown.
I've got to get it out because it does look beautiful.
It's beautiful. It plays really well. I was very pleased with it. I'm generally a GBACW guy, and I honestly think it's like 1 and 1A. They play differently, but I enjoy both of them a lot.
Less complicated,
so
it might be a good one. I mean, I quite like the chip pull system. I know you've got it. We've got it in GB, ACW as well. But in that Kernstown, there's a little weenie scenario.
Yep. There's a lot of little scenarios actually in most of those. They have some good ones that build you up to the full campaign. So kind of like teaching you some of the stuff, not using all the chip pulls and stuff like that. So
and there's a sort of what if in there as well. If Stonewall didn't get
they're actually bringing out another one. They've got another coming out in this series. So I do love that. Fields of Despair. That's World War I block game. Played it. That's
not everyone likes every game.
Nope.
Except me.
I thought it would be like, it's funny because I'm starting to realize games that I thought I'd really like, I'm kind of like, meh. They're not bad, just not as what I was hoping for. So Comancheria, that's probably one that's actually on my top 10 all-time list, I would say. That's pretty good. Let's see. William Bird is trying D-Day at Tarawa.
They're great games.
Love the D-Day series. Yeah. You like playing it on your own because, whatever. I can understand how recording that and being colorblind would be very, very, very.
I was sweating. I had to go and sit down in a darkened room.
Well, it's funny when I'm playing Fields of Fire, I feel that way. Like after I record a turn, I'm like, oh. It's intense. It's like flipping those chords over. Yep. Still need to play.
Why has Hitler, because he's put cringe himself, why has Hitler's Reich got such a bad press or perceived bad press? I don't know. Is it I think it's something to do with the rules, but they're bringing out new. Why is that? Because it looks quite a good game.
Yeah. Yep. And then Stonewards. Oh yeah. Most of those Revolution games, the Blind Swords, the first 2 or 3 or even 4 scenarios are relatively smaller in size, and they do help you learn a lot of the basics because you don't have to do.
Well, I think with the Kernstown, you get the first Kernstown and the second Kernstown, a couple of little ones round it. There aren't great many scenarios, but I think I may get that out before I get out GBACW again, just to get into it.
You know what? Maybe we should play that. We could get on Vassal, and you and me can play that.
Yeah,
and then have Mike join in, because Mike's really good, because when I was going through the rules, and then he can criticize
be the one
us.
that says, "No, don't do that, Ruff. Don't be daft."
he can be the tweeze for you on that one.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what tweeze gave me. So I just put up turn 2 for Fields of Fire. By the way, I love that game. It's just so good and crunchy,
it's crunchy narrative as well.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think the narrative is there. It's just, it's so awesome.
I can't wait. I mean, I can get it out and play, but I'm going to wait until the new one comes out.
The new rules are out.
Yes,
the 3rd edition rules.
I've downloaded them. I haven't had a chance to look yet.
I love them. There are a few differences. What's interesting, because I was reading the 3rd rules and then asking about the 2nd edition rules, and when you have like something that fires, like the recoilless rifle, when you fire it, it shoots it's a grenade attack. I put that in quotes because it's the same thing. In 3rd edition rules, if you miss, you don't put anything there. For 2nd edition, you put a miss. So yeah, interesting. So GTS Gen K. Yes, I no question of surrender. I really loved. I had a lot of fun with that. It plays great solo. It takes a lot of the solo choices out of your hands. Like Opportunity Fire is always a big one that's like that. So
now that, or the other one, the decision games. Oh, sorry, Compass game was a version.
Oh, the CSS. I haven't played CSS.
Yeah,
I haven't played any of those, but they're similar. And people that I've talked to said they basically streamline down the colors and stuff like that. But man, those are, I look at those at the cost of those. If I could get one for about half cost, I'd be okay.
They're very expensive. I mean, Tinian is the one to get if you're new to it. They say so. But yes, like cracky.
I blame Nathaniel Wise Guy, Nathan Wise Guy game. He's the one that wanted to get into that. So
yeah, and Blue Tweezer did Tinian. He did a playthrough, and that's what piqued my interest. Yep.
Still need Death Valley, Unconditional Surrender, Nevsky, and Zorndorf. I tell you what, Nevsky, it's calling my name. Like, the more I read about it, the more I watch on it, the more I want to play it. It's actually probably going to get my list next year. Like
again, like Coin, the what they call it, Levy and
Campaign series.
And Campaign didn't ding the bell again. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, so and they're different. So Navajo Wars and Comancheria, they're different. It's interesting. I think it was Mike, or I read it somewhere, but I think Mike told me that. So one area in Comancheria is like the whole board in Navajo Wars. That's size wise, and of course it's very abstract. So this is, you know what? Now that you say it, I remember that.
Yeah, I think they've brought out an update kit or something, haven't they?
Oh, you're now Ralph. Not.
Yeah. They're not even next to each other. Those keys, Mike. What are you doing? It's not like the O's next to the A, is it?
Unless he's doing voice to text, which I don't recommend, because
No, because we get some swear words come up of it. Yeah.
It's funny because my wife does like the swipe for the keys, and she says every time she swipes Tony, it comes out tiny. I don't know.
Bit of a Freudian slip.
Yeah. Hey, Viper Dave is here. Hey, Viper Dave. Let's see. Mike, Nevi soundscapes, but the prescriptions of the ship's sail. Oh yeah. Everybody, I don't know why that bothers, but
look,
the cover.
If you've got a bit of OCD, it will bother you. Some things bother me,
Mm-hmm. So it was funny. I was just, before we came on, I was telling Ruff that I was watching some play test of the new Men of Iron, the Henry's thing last night. And so one of the guys is one of the developers on it, and he said he's got an idea for the cover. I said, "What are you going to do? Get a whole bunch of clip art and put on it?" Ching!
You tinker.
I know. It was funny. It was good. So yeah, Ralph Swordsman.
Yeah.
I like that. I actually like that. Or would you be Rafe? Because isn't that how they pronounce it? Rafe?
Well, that's Ralph, but the guy whose mum can't spell Ralph is Rafe. It's like the other one, isn't it? It's the guy. What's the oh crikey, the guy who wrote all the kids' books, Chocolate Factory and all that.
Oh yeah, I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
What was his name?
Yeah. Oh, so this is Braxton. Braxton was the one that was on last night that he was showing me off. He was showing off the playtest. Braxton, another guy. Braxton was the one that said, I got an idea for the cover, and that's when I said that. So yeah. Hey Braxton, how's it going? Good to see you.
Yes, Roald Dahl, whose mother couldn't spell Ronald.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why. Yep. Be careful.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. So let's see here. Visited Sofia in Bulgaria last week. Ooh,
nice.
I get jealous because of all these cool places that you guys have up in Europe, and I know we've got cool places here.
We're 2 or 3 hours away from most of Europe,
Yeah.
So
yeah, you can just take a train, which I think is pretty cool. Actually, by the way, I think that's a neat thing. And just take a train everywhere, sit, relax. I think it's less stressful than an airport. That to me, I don't know for sure, but it seems like it'd be less stressful than an airport.
Yeah, it's cool, especially if you just want to have a train holiday and just go across Europe on a wonderful.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool.
At, major cities, sleeping over the night, having a look round, something to eat, on the train again. Yeah, brilliant.
So he was impressed by the Alexander Nevsky Cathedral. Guess what I bought? Strangest coincidence makes you buy games. Yeah. Yep. Well, It was funny because the topic today, before we set it up, he's like, so obviously he's been playing Zero Leader, and he's kind of got life gets in the way. We all know that. This week I got more out because life didn't get in the way. But life gets in the way, so he's
I've got one in the tube, but it won't be out till next week. So
see, now I have to wait for that. But anyways, so he's like, I just set up another couple games here, get ready to video them. And the topic I have for today is how many games do you have played? How many games do you have out right now? Because same thing last night when I was on there, like, so what are you playing? I'm like, well, what am I not playing? I have Fields of Fire behind me, which you can't really see well. I have Panzer Grenadier over here still. And then be prepared. You can't see it over here on the side, but I have Heroes of a Bitter Harvest on my desk, ready to do a solo scenario. So I'm going to go through how to set up the solo, set up pieces, the boards and everything, and then I'll play through it. I had a few questions I needed to ask Devin, but he already responded to me. So that was pretty cool. And then I have I started doing a live play of Gandhi using Vassal because it's a vertical map. It's so hard to, and I don't like to turn them sideways because so the vertical maps I usually try to save for Vassal. So it just makes it easier, and it also keeps score for you. That's what's cool about that module. You don't have to do the scoring or anything really. It automatically moves things up and down as need be. So it's pretty cool. So, so he's got 3 games out now. What do you have back there that you're preparing to video? Because we know you've prepared stuff to video, not video it. So I'm just gonna.
No. See, because we've had a bit of a muck around, I've been able to get from last week another one of the tables down by the window there. And that's my main videoing area. And this table here is going to be used up and down as and when, packed away, goes down, folds in half, goes down the side. But I thought I'll get that out because I'm behind with my video because of real life and all that malarkey. So I'll get the next 2 games I want to get out and play. And if they're out and you can see them and you're reading rules and you're looking at it's weird. I don't know if you're the same, but you're looking at the game. And it goes in a bit better because you can apply what you're reading to what you see.
Yes, yeah. So
it's weird, but I've got weird. That is the complete setup for one of the scenarios for VUCA Simulation's new game, 1914 Nach Paris. And you're going, what? But that's the map. Crazy, isn't it? But it's a learning scenario. Yeah.
Yep, so, I love that.
Yeah, and there's one on the other side. And the quality, they've got that linen finish. Anyway, shut up. So that's
hey, are the counters still as slick as the other ones?
Yeah, but who cares? It's only Mo. It's a Mo-moan, isn't it? Mo-moan.
A Momo. I like that.
Yeah,
We'll have to put that. Yeah.
So and there's quite a bit of there are tons of admin counters, and they're half-inch things like if you move, you've got a movement allowance. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you use it all up, you get penalised. So you have to put a counter on because you're exhausted. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
But there's tons of the things. So that's that. Looking forward to that. And then over here is the prototype for. I mean, I'm a bit late to the party, but because of things I'm committed to do, the designer was okay. Is the prototype of Halls of Hegra all set up, which incorporates states of siege, worker placement, all that sort of stuff. It looks really good actually. Lots of cards, lots of bags to pick things out of. I love all that.
Mm-hmm.
So so that's there, and Zero Leader's over there. So I've taken over the lounge again.
Oh, Alistair says Nocturus would be his game crush.
Oh, it looks really good.
But okay, it looks good, but is it high maintenance? That's the only that we got to figure that out.
Not sure. Sure. There's lots of things you have to, like even if you're doing an artillery attack against, say, the units, your infantry division is attacking with its artillery. You have to put a prepared artillery counter on it, so it can't do anything else when it moves and all that sort of thing. Lots of things.
Jack says, "Great job on your."
Oh, thank you, Jack. Great. Yeah, it's a great game.
Yeah. JTJ says, "We in Europe have historic cities and battles to visit. You in America have the tables and space to war games, the battles on it." Yeah, you're not wrong. No. It's funny, we go to some of the ACW battlefields, specifically like Gettysburg, Antietam, and usually you go into like the little museum area, and they have the dioramas of the whole battlefield, and you're like, "Oh, where's my dice?" Because they have the little miniatures on it where the units are. You're like, "Oh, I want to roll some dice." You just kind of get like giddy about it. But yeah, we've got our space. It's good. It's good. We got our space. I've got a good space here. So the only issue is if I've got kids down here as well, it makes it a little hard to record sometimes. So, but they're usually in bed at a decent time. So school's to the point now where I get home after the kids, because the kids are coming home before me now. So I don't have that good hour of just house quiet. So
yeah, see, I tend to do mine during the day when the house is empty, because I'm working, unless I'm teaching online.
Mm-hmm.
I go off in the evenings to teach at the school at the academy. So I do most of mine during the day, because at night the family's home and telly's on, and so it's. I am starting to clear upstairs, if you please.
Yeah, are you really?
Yeah.
So you'll be able to move up there and.
I'll be out of the way. My little man cave. Yes, it'd be wonderful.
It'd be good. So Charles is going through fighting formations, which I saw his photos
on. Pickies, Charles. Yes, that's another game I'm quite interested in. Stop it, you lot! Stop it.
Well, they do have the 29th division.
I know. I've ordered it.
Yeah, me too. I put that on because I wanted to. It looks
really good. Game.
Yeah, you can't buy the first one. Yeah, or you have to pay a arm and a leg, and I only have an arm right now.
But you want the second edition, which has got the sort of tweaked and updated.
Yeah. So, of course, Mike's been the big one at pushing that one. Berticelli.
It's another one of his favorite, and I tell you who it's a favorite of as well is Matt White.
Oh yeah,
he loves it as well. The artiste.
Yes, the war game artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you what, I watched Dad versus Son do playthrough, and I thought it was pretty good. I thought it was it's an interesting concept. So to see it,
it's a bit like Last 100 Yards. It's got some interesting bits and pieces in it, and I hope it is quite solo friendly, though, isn't it?
I think it is, because
but it isn't everything.
Yeah, you can make it all work. I mean, there's some that it's really hard to make work, but you can generally make make pretty much any game work. And if you're like me, even CDGs where you have a hand of cards and you play one card and then you pick up the other hand, I can't remember what was.
No, you go, so say, go make a cup of tea and you come back and you go, what day of the week is it? So there's no chance of remembering cards.
Yep, I don't have to worry about that at all.
I think the only problem is like fog hidden.
Yeah, we will. You know what? I'll put it as one of my games to play for next year. And then we'll record it, and then I'll just put it up for next year sometime.
That's not a
wait. Well, no. You and Tweez like to have a little fun with that, so I'm always good at that. So no, actually,
one game we played.
Yeah,
that was on my list.
One from the list. Yeah. I'm just kidding. And actually, that was fun to watch. That surprisingly was the Red Storm because that was one on the list, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's one of mine on the list.
Yeah, so it was fun to watch it, and I'm like, and after watching that, I'm like, oh, this is definitely not for me. I love air stuff, especially that time period.
It is crunchy. Is it crunchy for crunchy's sake? No, but it's crunchy.
It's still crunchy. Yeah. So E4man's here. E4 Airman. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
He's an E4 man. E4 Airman. Yeah, he's from my neck of the woods. So he's from the great state of Ohio. Pretty cool. Bloody Karen. That's not Karen. That's Corinne from Forgotten Legion. ASL.
You see, Karen over here now is a different. Oh, it's over there as well, isn't it?
Yes, Karen? It is. Yes, yeah. And of course, my wife's name's Karen, so she.
Yeah, unfortunate, but there we go.
Yeah.
She's not a Karen. But,
no, she is not. Pelham from GBOH.
Yeah, waiting for that. I think that's nearly there, isn't it? For the amount.
Yeah, and he's playing the Rutherford Forum. That's the scenario you played with Tweez, isn't it?
That's the one we played. It's a nice little. Yeah, it's a good one. Mm-hmm. Did I whip his backside? I think I did.
I think that was the one game you did. Yeah. Both games are really good, and OSU OHIO. It won't make sense to Ruff, but hey, those that are in the chat.
That's Ohio State University. Of course I know what it is.
Yes, okay.
I'm not stupid.
It's the Buckeyes, yeah. So
it's the what?
The Buckeyes. It's a tree. It's a nut. Buckeye. Yeah. Uh-huh. Right. Yeah. It was like me wearing my Michigan shirt that says Muck Fishigan, just flip them around and I wore that today out mowing, so I'm like pushing it around the mower and absolutely exhausted after not having self-propelled on it, and like my legs actually hurt after that. I took like a half-hour nap before show. I was like exhausted. So
do you have to have the lines then?
Yeah, I'm a typical dad. I got to have my yard looking lines.
Okay. Yep. So Rota one isn't going to be any good for you. Where they're cheap.
No.
See, they're pretty cheap.
I know you guys have your gardens that are like this big, and you just need one of those little old timey push mowers.
I don't need to rub it in. Size of a postage stamp. I know, but it's
less to take care of.
Yeah, it's not that small. I mean, 2.5 acres still has a little bit of.
Oh, I forgot your royalty. I forgot.
Yeah, the thatch.
Yep. Oh, yes, I forgot the Ohio State University. So, I'm excited about this.
Oh yeah. Waiting for it to come over here. I can't order it from the guys themselves because of the shipping.
Yep. But once it gets over to secondhand chance games,
I
was surprised at the cost that it wasn't as high as half their games are. Usually Compass, I kind of question the cost.
What is expensive, and I think it's expensive for you, is the First World War.
One. Yep.
Mm-hmm. I think because there's a lot of stuff in there. That's getting on for nearly £100, I think, over here. It's silly. I know, bits of cardboard. I know. Yes, Skies Above Britain, looking forward to that.
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely on that one, too. I mean, there's a lot on the P500. Luckily, they're kind of spreading them out now. They're not.
My credit card goes.
Thank you. Yeah, they're not panzering it. That's a new term. They're not panzering it.
That's a new term. Yeah, they're not panzering it. Yeah,
where they send you all of them all at once, and
it was lovely. When I got them, I went ooh, but then I got the credit card thing, and I went But
yeah, and for you, it's actually
this one. There's only one I've got that's it's the Skies Above Britain. That's the only one. This next one.
Did you get the bulge? The Fields of Fire bulge.
Yeah, that's not. There's a delay on the
stupid customs. Stupid customs. Well, and we're gonna individually go through this one. It just happens to be our games. Like, they better not ruin them. not ruin them. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be fine. Touch wood. And I've got the Last 100 Yards expansion. So, but it looks like the Last 100 Yards Volume 1 is soon to be sorted out.
I may have to pick that up.
Yeah, I've got the Solomon. I haven't had a chance to ever go yet. But I'd like to go through a playbook that has the same units in as the box. You know.
I know, because I've actually found how useful those play games are. So
yeah,
so
I can wait. I've got plenty to do.
Compass sale started too. There's some pretty good deals. I'll have to take a look.
If I could zap over there on my private jet and then zap back, it would be wonderful, but I can't.
Skies series any good?
Yes.
Yes.
If you like solo games and you like Second World War, aviation, and a little bit abstract, you like all that.
It's not that I don't think it's really that abstract. At least the ones that I've played, I think they're pretty decent.
Yeah, but then it's not like you're moving around things.
That's true. Yeah, you're coming in more from it's more of a direction. What direction you're coming in? Yeah, I know. How many more tactical games do I need?
Just one more.
Yeah, exactly. So yep. So, yeah, Skies is a great series. I only have one of them.
I've only got the Storms. I've ordered the first one.
Yeah, that's the first. What is that? That's Skies Above the Reich.
That's the first one. I haven't got that.
Yeah, I've got that one. Yeah.
Tom decided to get it. It was gone. It was gone, as we say over here.
So Mike Anthony's 10 games to be played this year. That game looks. I like that. Operation Dauntless.
Oh, look!
It looks absolutely good. Then we got Salerno 43, on to Paris, Compass, Normandy 44. Yes, the quality on that one is really good.
Well, it's not. It's the quantity.
Yeah.
If you get a chance to get hold of this, just the amount of stuff you get in that is background reading. He says dropping the dice. You get the rule book, of course, but then you also get the scenario book, which is huge.
That's huge, yeah.
Loads of tutorials.
Yeah, that's what I remember. Who was it? Was it Counterattack? Golden Voice.
I'm thinking, if I don't upset him, I think when I get round to it, I might do the tutorials from a rough point of view, which would be different.
I like that. You creative types.
I am. And you get a playbook, but then you get a reference book, which is just all about the weapons used, how they made the map and everything. Wonderful sort of resources in this game. If you can pick it up, it's quite hard to get hold of. But when I got it, it was about 35 pounds, which is about $40. But yeah, get it, Mike. Yeah, it looks great. Kev doesn't like it, but he likes the sister game to this, the
Red Winter, right?
Which I've ordered as well.
Yeah, let's see when that comes. Although it looks like it's actually finally starting to get some motion on it. So, I mean, it's one of those things that I know I've learned how the process for these games go, and so I've learned that they put it on the P500 to really gauge the interest. It's not really a time thing, but it's really gauged, and then it's up to the designer to get it to GMT, and they've got so much in the pipeline that they don't push them, which does lead a lot of times to better games. If you're not saying,
is it? I don't know. Maybe Mike be able to sort of answer it. Is it the squeaky wheel or the squeaky gate gets the oil? Is it who?
I think for reprints, that's the way it is, but not
or she who shouts loudest gets the job done quicker. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, love to do that.
Yeah, you got to get Hercules fly over. You take a commercial over, then rent a Hercules, load it up with all the games over here, and then fly it back. That's what you have to do.
I'll have a chat with the guys in Hereford and see if they can.
Maybe they can just airdrop it to you.
Yeah,
big old crates.
Get a Dakota, just come over and just airdrop me all the games. Yeah.
That'll be working out. So yeah, Jerry White does a great job.
Yeah, I've even ordered the one about the American Civil War submarine because I just love his games.
That does not check any boxes for me, surprisingly enough.
No, just because it's Jerry White.
Yeah. I have a few designers that are I like that. Anything by that Lutman guy.
Yeah, what's his name?
I usually
Harry
Harry
Lutz.
Lutman, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anytime he has something come out, I'm like, I can't even remember his name, but I always seem to find it when it comes up. So
I'm hoping that the Poles will be in that game.
Oh yeah, and this guy's that'd be interesting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we should have our GMT insider let us know that, Mike Berticelli.
Yeah.
He seems to know all the, especially the solo games.
Well, he's got his finger on the pulse at GMT, isn't he?
Well, he's an employee, so he kind of has to probably watch what he says. It's what is that? It's Infernal. What is that called? No, see, now you're gonna make me look it up. GMT games. What is it? I think it's called Infernal Machine.
Yeah, something like that. Again, why would you want a game on building
a submarine in the American Civil War?
Because they did have them, and people.
Oh, they were effective too. It's just
a lot of people died, but yeah, it's a Jerry. It's a Jerry White game.
Yeah, well, it's not just him. I think he jumps in on a couple things on that one.
I know, and
I think it made its cut too.
Yeah, so. he gets his percentage, but there.
Infernal Machines, yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah, it's in Infernal Machines, yeah. So yeah, they were actually. It's one of those things that's pretty interesting to see the actual subs because they.
It just looks like a big wooden beer barrel with a pipe sticking out the top. Yep. And some pedals.
Yeah, but it's like 12 men hand biking it, making it go. And the whole idea was you ran up and you rammed the torpedo into the wooden boat, and then you backed out. And when you backed out, it pulled the trigger for it to explode.
I know. It's a bit Heath Robinson. I tell you what that's reminded me of. David Thompson's game about the submarines, the Italian submarines. Oh, forgive me. What's it called? With the manned submarines, the Italians.
Silent. No. I got it. I've played it.
I know you have. So you come to me rescue.
Not Silent.
No,
Silent.
that's
Under the Sea. No, that's the Little Mermaid. It's by DVG. Oh my god. By South and Seas, thank you. I knew the chat.
Anyway, when I did my visit to the Imperial War Museum, I'm still doing the video for that because it takes an hour. There was one of those in there.
Oh,
and I
really?
The fact that
that they caught. Yeah,
I did remember it when I videoed it. I just can't remember it now. But yeah, it's I wouldn't want to be in one of them either. Frightening.
Yeah, at least that one you have a chance to get off and swim away.
I know, but it's claustrophobic. You wait till you see it. It's a bit claustrophobic.
Oh, I bet.
But it's just reminding me now. We've got Montgomery's car in there. I got that.
Okay.
His actual car that he used in the desert.
Oh, Gareth showed up. Hey, Gareth. He's probably just exhausted.
Yeah.
We won't say his name. We're not going to say his name. Because I've said it once.
Said it once, but don't say it. No,
yes.
No.
I did send him the link, so he may just
God bless him
sometime.
God
yes.
Bless.
I don't know what I'm going to do when that happens with my daughter, so.
Yeah, same here.
Oh.
Thank you. Yeah.
The Little Mermaid, the war game.
Yeah.
Kind of is right now, so.
Oh, yeah, isn't it? Yeah, it's not going very well.
Yeah. Look, he just happened to be looking right at the box. See, unfortunately, if it's a GMT game, I'm good because it's right over here. Everything else is in three other spots. What?
You've played it, haven't you?
Yeah. I just couldn't think of the name. I kept thinking Silent Victory because that was another submarine game, and I
haven't played that yet.
The Silent Victory?
I just haven't had a chance to play it. Yeah,
it's the opposite of the Hunters. Yeah. You have trouble at the beginning, and it gets easier at the end.
Yes, your torpedoes. You might as well throw wet socks at them.
Exactly. It's like really. How did that even? I don't get it. Yeah. Yes,
So,
Charleston. I see Charleston. I've got a soft spot for Charleston, South Carolina. The Hunley's in that museum, and that's where I saw it. And they've done a whole documentary of like raising it up. They kept it in water the entire time because they didn't want it to deteriorate. It is really worth it. Good recommendation, Beat Cafe, definitely. Oh, that's another keyword not to say. Because other shows have said it and he's popped up.
Yeah, he turns up wherever somebody's doing a live stream and they mention the E word.
The E word, yeah.
Yeah.
Mike, she's loving it. She's got a good group of friends, and so it's really, really cool. She's having a good time with it. So, which I am happy. As a high school teacher, I see how much crap goes on. I'm glad she's doing it. She's having a good time. So,
she's a good kid. She's going to mix with the right people. So no worries. You've got no worries. You brought her up great.
Yeah. We went apple picking today. It was fun. The kids were climbing apple trees.
Eaters or cookers?
Both.
Well, how do you know?
Because certain ones,
because you bite into a cooker, it's a little bit tart.
The Granny Smith, I actually like Granny Smith apples, which are usually used for cooking because of
a good British apple. Thank you very much.
Yes, I love Granny Smith.
They make a great apple pie.
I hate Golden Delicious; they're too mushy.
Oh no, they're mush. Yeah, they're mush. Even when they're as an eater. Yeah.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So we always get Granny Smiths, Jonathan's, and then a few Golden Delicious for the kids because they like them. I won't eat them.
I forget the one. You see, what's the one where you shake? Oh, Pippin.
Yeah.
You know they're Pippins because when you shake them, the seeds rattle.
Oh, okay. They're used for making apple cider. I was reading. We were wondering what type of apples they make apple cider because we get fresh. There's an apple orchard. They make their own apple cider, and it's.
You call it over there. You call cider apple juice and hard cider the alcoholic stuff. Is that right?
No, we actually have apple cider, which is anybody can drink, but there's hard cider, which is the alcoholic drink.
Right.
So regular cider is fine. Hard cider is for adults.
Over here, cider is cider.
I got you. Yep. Yeah. Jen said he saw
the Humley is this submarine, yeah.
Oh, Braun! Oh, into flu.
Oh, not the flu, man! Prop up your iPad on your knees there and watch the show.
Yeah. So he's Mike Anthony likes Granny Smiths. Yes,
he's a better man than me. Bung it in, I tell you.
Now these I do love the Honey Crisp apples. They taste like apple crisp.
You know what we're turning into?
A food show. We're turning into Dave's Gaming Cave.
No, not Dave. No, Dave's done one. Let him off. We're turning into Ardy and Dan's show.
Oh,
about war games for 30 seconds, then talk about food for the rest of the time.
I'm trying to find some. Oh, I love this. Oh my god, this is good, Jay.
I know.
Jay. Well, I was going to video today until we went apple picking, and then I had to mow the lawn, and then I was exhausted.
Because to diverse out like Dave doing cooking programs, he looks good in an apron.
I still missed. I have not watched that. I need to watch that because
it's good luck. It's good. It's good fun. I've taken some tips.
Yeah. We're not going that far. This is a family show.
Yeah, you reckon?
Hey, my family's on it, so it's a family show.
Oh,
now, whether that's appropriate or not,
we switch over when one of our
when somebody pops around the corner here.
Yeah. Switch.
Yeah. Yeah. There's actually two really large companies. It's which one do you want to piss off?
Which ones are those then? I know nothing.
The Apple. So Apple, the technology.
Oh, right.
Apple, your Beatles Apple Records.
Yeah, there's a story about that, isn't there? So I won't bore you now.
Yep. Oh, true. That old chestnut. Good to see you, by the way. Depends on the family. Yeah. What's a family show for one is not a family show for another. It's definitely a family show.
You're in the wrong family, mate. That's what...
There we go. We've connected it too. There we go. Camouflage apron.
The problem is I can never find mine.
Oh God, good British humor. Can't not do that. So, well,
I've never heard of these bloody apples. You're making them up, aren't you?
No, it's an average apple. It's like if you an apple, like there's nothing great about it. Doesn't have like Granny Smith's tart. Golden Delicious, crappy. Average. Fuji's just average. So.
All right.
So we're going to compare apples and oranges. Hey, we're hitting our peak for the people coming in. Maybe we should talk about apples more often.
Yeah,
got more people coming in now.
Yeah, we've now got 150 people watching because we're talking about apples. Anyway. Mike, thud. That's in the gutter now, isn't it? We've been demonetized. Thanks, Mike.
It was known that camo was known as chocolate chip.
Yes,
okay, finally back to it. Yes. Before 2023, it's either right at the end of 2022 or right at the beginning, from what Gene was saying the last time we got on. So Mike apologized. Mike apologized. Yeah. So actually I've had several people comment, when am I doing the next stream? It'll be sometime this month. I'm going to do another stream this month. Yes, they want me to continue on with it. They want to see how quickly I can nuke the world.
Oh dear.
I got 2 wars going on right now. Why not? Let's see how bad it could get.
Do you get the populace get an involvement in it? Did they get so mad that they come to all to sort of get you and lynch you?
It doesn't come to that. But if you get that low, so like the lowest you can get is an 18% approval rating. It doesn't kick you out. You're just really low. But what ends up happening is it affects other things going on in the game that can cause you to lose.
Do you know what? I can't wait, even though I won't have a clue what I'm doing.
I'll tell you what, I have no clue what I'm doing either.
Well, no. Yeah, but that's normal for you, isn't it? No, I'm joking. Yeah. I'm in one of my moods. Sorry.
No. It's the thing is, the nice thing is the mechanics are not complicated. They make sense once you see it. You're like, oh, okay, this is easy. Always remember this. It's like high, low, whatever. You remember it. So the mechanics are there. It's just how do you affect this or that? What are your choices? It's a game of a million choices, and you can only choose one.
But that's what makes a game great, isn't it?
That's what I was going to say about
because it's so replayable. Any game that allows you to do that, or even has a few choices, it's going to be different every time, and that's good for us players.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say about the Skies or the Storms. That whole series is that it actually has a ton of decisions. From what you're flying, which direction you're going to come in from. After you go through, where do you go? Do you go north? Do you go south? Do you go up or low or front or rear?
Yeah, you go behind the planes. You go round to the right or left.
Yep. There's actually a crap ton of decisions. Are you going to go in high? Are you going to go in low? Are you going to wait to go in to get up altitude?
Sun, all that nonsense.
Yes, it's there's a lot there.
Plus the cards,
yeah,
which again just adds to the randomness of the game.
Definitely. Spitfire Ace and Skies Above Britain. Spitfire Ace looks like it's going to be next year. That's what we're getting to the point where if it's not in the print run right now, it'll be next year. William, last Apple comment. Pink ladies are almost a good thing, but they don't cost £5. Yeah.
How can something cost £5 a pound if you grow them in that country?
Because they're specialized. They're not like, they're specialized.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Are you going to arms your planes with this? I mean, it does. Does Mr. have something to represent all the... okay. We're going to stay out of the politics because
is that a political statement?
No, it's a joke. It's a joke.
Oh, right. Okay. That's fine. Yeah. Jokes are fine.
Yeah, no,
I don't understand.
It's going to push.
Because I'm not American, so there we are.
Yeah, you can laugh all you want. It's
I don't have a clue.
BKV, I'll tell you what. They actually avoid all the politics, and there's actually been some proof of this in the past. They actually did catch people voting, dead people voting. So it happens now and then.
Oh, I see.
Right. Yep. So like wives and husbands sometimes will do it. Nowadays, it's a little bit easier to catch than it used to be. Because of technology, but it still happens.
So I'm just catching up with exactly what Jen Chaos said, but that's not on YouTube. That's on what's the other one, the dodgy one?
Twitch.
Only friends.
Oh, only fans.
Only fans.
Fans.
See, that makes it look like I
Hey,
haven't got a
hey,
clue what I'm talking about.
we have not had, and knock on wood, touch wood, as you guys say over there.
Yeah.
We haven't had the Russian porn bots come in yet.
Don't, you've said it now. No, we're gonna get no.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Don't get me wrong. Somebody will take it wrong. I get it. I teach government. I teach history. I know all about it. It is funny as all get out. Especially some memes that people have shown. It's it's hilarious. It's like the zombies hordes, and they're like, the voters from so and so going to vote, and it's like all these zombies. It's funny. It's funny.
Well, that's funny, isn't it? It's a joke. So there you go.
Yep, exactly. I
should hope not, Mike. That sounds terrible.
I don't know if it's a dessert pizza. Have you ever had a dessert pizza?
No, it's wrong. No. It's pineapple on pizza is wrong. Yeah.
No, I like pineapple on pizza. Yeah, I'm not saying it's traditional, but I do like it.
No, it's just wrong.
I didn't say that.
It's my opinion, yeah, and I'm allowed one. So, and I know ham and pineapple is very popular.
Yes, so. No, I'm going to kick you out of the stream. I might have to.
One of my favorite sandwiches is though. Have you tried a banana?
Peanut butter and banana?
No, just banana.
On two slices of bread.
Butter. The saltiness of the butter. With the sweetness of the banana.
Oh, it may be.
Well, maybe him and Gene will get together and make the
zombie president, zombie Mr. President. Yeah, we're not going to talk about the Swedes making weird stuff.
Yeah, I had it the first time I had it in the hospital when I was.
Oh, really? Okay.
On my eye, and the nurse came in and said, "Are you hungry? You'd like a banana sandwich?" And I went, "What?" And in come this banana sandwich, and geez, soft bread, salted butter.
Oh, do you put the butter on the inside and then put the bananas on that?
Yeah, you butter both inside, and then you put the slices on. The little. You don't do it lengthwise, no. And then and you have to have the finger marks in the bread where you squodge it just a bit.
Wait, we're taking food advice from an Englishman.
Now look, okay, Mike. Yeah, our cuisine may not be the best, but what I say is, it seems like Americans eat like they got free healthcare. Go quiet.
No, those aren't the sandwiches. That's peanut butter and banana. That's what killed that. So,
see,
hey, I saw this TikTok and it cracks me up. It was somebody interviewing Gordon Ramsay. I think it was Gordon Ramsay, and he said, "Hey, it was the other Brit that's like a big guy that's like muscular thing," and he said, "Hey, we have the top 10 restaurants in the world." And the other guy's like, "Well, what do they serve?" And he's like, "French food." From Apple Stream to Banana Stream, sounds like a dessert.
But hey, we can get away. Good job he's not here, the man who must not be mentioned, because he would be having a fit now.
Okay. I thought you were grilling it. That's why I asked that question. Because
that is not. See, fried banana, no. But butter on the outside when you're doing a toasty cheesy, or a ham and cheesy, yeah. Anyway, have a look at the GMT page.
Old Chestnut's got it. There's plenty of good food in England: Indian food, French food, Thai food, Chinese food.
It's all the places we used to own once upon a time.
That rejected your rule. Hey. Midwestern food is just like British food. You're not too far off. We have a lot of potatoes. a lot of roasts. Yeah. So. Oh, you're thinking of. Yeah. I don't know. That sounds good, actually.
That doesn't sound good.
Peanut butter, bananas, and bacon?
No,
Everything's better
peanut
with
butter.
bacon.
I can't.
Oh, Bill Simone. Bill's here. Hey, Bill.
Bill.
We're a little off topic, but that's okay.
Oh,
Oh, I heard about this.
What the heck's that?
Somebody cooked their chicken in NyQuil, and it's like
that's like a night nurse, isn't it? Like a flu thing, yeah?
Yeah, they're like, don't do it.
What, try so you can eat and not catch the flu? Or whatever.
Watch the Apple stream on my BlackBerry over the Orange Network.
Have you seen, there's a sketch, an English sketch by a guy called Harry Enfield over here. And Tone, you like our humour. And it's got Ronnie Corbett in it. And he comes in, and it's like a fruit shop, and he comes and goes, I'm having trouble with my BlackBerry. And he brings out a BlackBerry, and it's anyway, it's a bit like that. Just go and watch it. Harry Enfield's BlackBerry.
Okay, I'll put that on my list.
You'll love it. It's very, very clever.
Gotcha. So, hey, we're about an hour in. So, topic today we kind of mentioned already. So, how many games do you have currently going at the time at one time? I come to the point to realize I need multiple games being out because I'm kind of like Squirrel. I need to go from one thing to another to keep my interest in one of them. So I can't focus on one game the whole time. I've tried.
I must admit that the focusing on, say, especially if you're doing 6 videos on something that are at least half an hour, 40 minutes long, it's quite hard to keep the enthusiasm going. So it's good to come away and then come back. And it's great you can leave it set up. If there's a sort of half-inch of dust, you've left it a little long, but yeah,
I was worried my Panzer Grenadier was when I moved to counter, I was gonna start sneezing because of all the dust because it was so wild. But I was like, you know what? Because I had seen Camp Sawyer started playing. I'm like, ooh, I want to play some more. And because I was just going to do AARs, but I'm finding that I actually love. It's like a half an hour a turn. They roll pretty quickly and it goes pretty easy. I also am using the Fog of War. I think that's important for Panzer Grenadier. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. That's a great little rule to use because it speeds the game up.
So, Alistair, see, that's the problem that I'm coming across with most of everybody that's not in our side of the pond. Yeah. You just don't have the space, that we have. Which it's interesting because you read all these things like, what's the difference? Like Brits coming over to America and what notice they difference? Of course, food portions is always number one, but they're like the size of houses and the size of stuff is like, we watch, Lottery Dream Homes UK or whatever, and they're like, this house is huge at 1,700 square feet. And I'm like,
it's got 4 bedrooms.
Yes. 3 bathrooms.
No, that's just silly.
Yeah.
No, we don't have houses like that over here. Good grief.
Yeah. And I'm like going, my house is 3,400 square foot. And
our houses don't have air conditioning.
Yeah.
Or basements. Get out of here.
Yeah. Okay. So what else? We got, Michael's got 1 game and it's on Vassal. See, that's the one thing you could.
Yeah.
If you like Vassal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Game.
Yep. You don't have to have tables for that, but which was why I played Gandhi on Vassal because of, I hate videoing vertical boards where they're vertical.
It's a great way to get 2 games out on the crafty, isn't it?
He has the spawn of devils, so he can only have 1 game at one time.
Yeah. No.
There's a great way to fix this. It's called get a dog. At the dinner? No, my dinners don't usually last that long. So
in bed, I read mine in bed, but I get the Mickey taken out of me.
Yeah. I've laid in bed before I've gone to bed and have read a few rules, but they generally stay with the game because I got to see the game a lot of times to have things make sense.
Yeah, I know, but you read. See, what I like to do, this is another subject for a thing, is I like to read the rules through and not understand 90% of it, and then read them again with the game set up. So at least it's surprising how much you do retain. Now, who was it who put on our Facebook page on Tech Up that Gloomhaven is free at the moment.
It's the digital version.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah, I would rather have. Yeah,
I've downloaded it. I've downloaded it just in case, because I don't want to spend £100 on Gloomhaven. Thank you very much. Get out of here.
I kind of agree with you. Hey, speaking of not spending a whole lot, there's an option to play. You can just buy a book from Lock and Load Tactical. The companion book has everything you need in it.
I can see why David phones you up 3 times a day. No, but it's true. You're buying.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's one of those cool things. It's $40 for that book, and that's all you need because the rules are free. And then you can just play online. It's pretty cool. So, Braun have multiple games. Yeah, reading the rules for Absolute War, Unconditional Surrender, and playing.
I know, and I'm reading rules. I'm reading the rules to Flying Colors. I'm not going to play that yet. I just wanted to read some rules.
Yeah,
what's the matter with
it? Something to keep you in the hobby.
Yeah,
because you can't play. Yeah, usually 2 war games set up in the war room. The family game is set up in the boardroom game.
Ooh, nice.
And some other online. Yeah, that's kind of about. I've got 3 in my war room, and then I do a bunch online. I try to keep my desk clear, or it has to be a short game because that's like my unboxing desk and stuff like that. So
see these 2 tables, one there and one there. These are great tables. These foldaway things.
Well, yeah, that's what that is too. I just don't have a nice
under 6 foot, just under 6 foot long. I think
mine's an 8-footer.
All right. And then I've got one there and one over there. And then we're going to play a family game. We've got the dining table, and it's not, we're not using it. Just clear that off and get a game out. So we're lucky. I'm very lucky.
E. Foreman must have talked to my students. He's asking a question off topic. Do you eat fried green tomatoes in England?
No.
Okay. We'll bring it right back.
No, we don't.
3 games is a good number. Yeah, actually, I think that is kind of a good number because you can do it. Empire of the Sun on the table. Not always energy to continue, but glad it's. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
If you're not a YouTuber and you get your 3 games out, you can go, oh yeah, have fiddly. Enough of that, and then next day over there. We have to be a bit more disciplined, don't we, Tone?
Yeah.
But
so
it is a pain. I just want to play games.
But I want to share it out. It's so much like I have so much fun playing these games. I want everybody to experience it too. That's why I love videoing it.
I love it. Yeah, because
it's I when I just play by myself, sometimes it's just like it kind of falls flat. But when I'm videoing it,
you're the same. You're the same. When we play the game, whether or not we're doing it live or by ourselves, we act exactly the same. We act like kids when we throw the dice.
We might as well have that. Start making the noises.
Yeah. People were commenting I was doing the torpedo noises.
Yeah.
On,
on
Lost. All that nonsense. Yeah. It's great fun.
Charles says he can do 3 magazine, and Charles has a channel, by the way. So check out his channel.
Yeah.
He's got a channel. Check it out. He's got some cool stuff on there, especially if you like minis. He's doing mini painting and stuff like that. Don't even get me started on that.
We do a bit of that. It's finding the time though.
Yeah. I'm not gonna get into it. Other people love it. I love watching people play minis because it's so much fun to watch them play the minis. I
don't get into military minis because that's another.
Oh, okay. But you like the fantasy type stuff.
Shadows of Brimstone and all that nonsense. Yeah, they're good fun, but it's fun in the time to paint them.
My dog learned to roll dice. He's truly yep. Well,
at least you can't be accused of cheating.
Yep.
Play what, Mike? Play what?
Who knows? That was from like 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Play what? I don't know. I've forgotten what day of the week it is. Play what, Mike?
We're putting a 3D version of Panzer Blitz to run at conventions. The map is 4 by 8 feet, so there's no room for anything else at the table. Yeah.
You've got to love your Panzer Blitz then, haven't you?
Yeah. That's one of the older games, isn't it? Panzer Blitz.
Yeah,
it's an older game.
Panzer Leader and Panzer Blitz. Yeah.
Did Panzer come out of both of those together? Or is it just kind of a similar?
You got Tobruk as well, I think, which was
okay. So it's kind of a mixture of a bunch of games. Okay. Here we go. He's saying Gloomhaven.
Oh right, okay. I've never played it.
Okay, he's like only one at a time, though he reads several rule books at a time. He only plays one at a time, but he has several rule books going. Okay.
It's weird at the moment. I'm going look through my games here and I'm going, I'll just read those rules for no reason at all because I want to. It's what's happening to us? Why are we like this?
Men comparing the length of their
tables.
Yes. Mine's bigger than yours. My dad can set up more war games.
Yeah.
I love it.
My dad's got more miniatures than your dad.
My problem is now. So one thing is I'm running out of storage space.
Yeah.
So
I've got a little bit. I've got a tweaked a bit over there.
But, So I'm thinking about I know I want to do some more selling.
Never.
Well, I played Keep Up the Fire. I just don't want to.
I know. Yes, and your take on that.
Yeah,
it's not for you.
Nope.
Not to
great
say
game, great mechanics. You know, it's a great mechanics, great ideas. I don't think the topic hit me. I'm starting to find out topics.
What was the rule book like? Because I've heard that people had a bit of problem with the rule book.
I did until I read it about 5 times.
Right. Oh, that's me. That's normal. That'd be fine then. Right.
Yeah. I did it. What the hell is that? Oh, they're magnets. Okay. It's like, what the hell's in my desk drawer? Nobody gets in my desk drawer. No, I played it. And then the second time, this most recent time when I videoed it, I read the rules again and things made sense. So you almost have to play it once or twice to get the ideas.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But it's the subject more than the game that didn't appeal to you, you reckon?
Yeah, the mechanics I enjoy. I thought the mechanics were very, very smart, very good. It was different than any other States of Siege, especially with having a second board.
Yeah.
And the way you fought back was different. You just didn't have one unit that you kept pushing back and forth. The unit would go until it got destroyed, and then a new unit possibly could start. So great mechanics.
Typical never-ending nonsense, isn't it?
Yep.
Well, you've got multiple siege, haven't you? So I'd be
I do have that one. Yeah, I do have that one.
I quite enjoyed that, and I think Blue Tweezer was saying, he enjoyed it, but it's a game he won't play again for a while.
Okay. So I do have that one.
So it'd be interesting what you think. I quite enjoyed it.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
People like Steven, they go bonkers. And Dad versus Son, they just do 27. And there's another chap doing what's the enemy Kharkov?
Okay,
he's up to number 63 or something. He's just I forget his name there. Grantos, I think his name is.
Okay,
and he concentrates on the game and just does months and months of playthroughs.
Yeah, I wish I could focus on one game and just knock it out, but it's just not in me. It keeps me playing the games I have. That's the cool thing, is it keeps me wanting to play it. Now, Fields of Fire, I just like to put the video out and let it marinate. So if there's something seriously wrong, I can fix it. Luckily, I've had a few things that were wrong, but it didn't break my game. You know, it's like I pulled something off too early, or I haven't pulled it off. That's the key thing. Is a lot of times I cheat for the game.
That's the thing. And those counters, you know, the what I call it, the firing counters.
PDF. The PDFs, the volume fires,
all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But that's a good way of doing it. Is to put it out there and let it sit for a few days and see if you get any feedback. What are you laughing at now,
Charles? He's got rid of clothes to make sure he's got room for DVDs, Blu-rays, and some minis.
Nothing wrong with that, Charles. What's the problem? Yeah. That's a man's way of thinking of things.
Well, once the kids get a certain age and I can get rid of some of their toys, I'll have quite a bit more room. Quite a bit more room. I don't want to push that along, though. I love my kids.
Me, I'd like all my games in one space. I don't want them up there and some in that other room. And I want
luckily, all of them are at least on one floor.
Yes, it's about.
And I would like to have them all in one room. So there's this room that's right here. It's kind of like a games room. So we have TV, control, Xbox.
Kick them out of there. Take it over. Put a lock on the door, and then put yourself in there. Get a fridge. Sorted.
I've got a fridge already.
No, in there.
Oh, I can move it in there. I have a beer fridge.
While we're talking about it, do it. You know, just get the lock on the door.
Hey, Ruff. Do you have that room cleaned out yet?
It's getting there. It's better than it was a month ago, I tell you.
Actually, I watch TV in there all the time. It's kind of a neat place to just kind of, you can get away from everybody, close the door, and watch whatever.
Yeah, that's called the toilet.
Okay, someplace that. Okay, here's the funny thing is, the bathroom is connected through that room in the basement here.
No, that's no good.
There's actually a toilet in there and a shower.
Right. All right. Okay. All right.
So yeah, if you play multiple games, do you play games with different theme, historical period, or do you have 3 Eastern Front games running?
Oh God, no.
Different themes.
What have I got? What have I got here? I've got Pacific.
World War II.
Leader. Yeah, I've got World War II. Yeah, and I've got First World War, and I've got Second World War, but Norway. Dealing with the Germans invading Norway. So 3 different games. Yeah,
and I have Korea, Eastern Central Front, I guess, because it's Slovakia, so kind of Czechoslovakia. So it's Central Front, and then Western Front, and then India.
Yeah, people do it if they're contrasting and comparing different games of the same subject. I can understand it, but oh dear, no. I have to type myself about, as they say.
So Devin did this. The OG did it once. He did one battle in 3 different scales, which was really neat. It was the one of the 70, I think it was Arab Israeli battles. El Aguila or something like that. I can't remember the exact, but he did it in 3 different game systems, which was 3 different scales. And so that was kind of interesting to see him do one
great.
battle.
That's the sort of thing, as a sort of project. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah.
I don't think I could do that all the time, but every once in a while, I thought that was pretty good. I have to keep mine all in one building. My wife has put her foot down, and I didn't even know you were married until recently. I was like, how does he have all these games?
You see, the problem is, Mike, your building is the size of my house. So what's the problem?
His man cave is the size of your house.
I know.
I'm actually jealous that he's got as much room as he does too. And
if he ever gets divorced, I'm going to marry him. All right.
See that? You have an open invitation, Mike.
There we go.
But I do feel that, especially if you're videoing, it's like you record something, you put it out, you want to let it out there for a little while to make sure you've done stuff right.
Because you're never sure, are you?
Mm-hmm.
Even if you are sure, you're never sure.
But like, you want to play something else.
Yeah.
And so this way, having multiple tables out or multiple games, it helps, because then you can work on that one while the other one's marinating and people are watching it.
And commenting and putting you right if it needs to be. I mean, it's great with Zero Leader. I get Chuck, the designer.
Yeah. You get the designer actually coming on and saying you screwed up.
Yeah. Saying, well done, the Emperor is pleased with your, and I'm going, that's brilliant, just one thing, blah, blah, blah. Thank you, so, yeah.
So, but yeah, no. So did you see it's only 850 square feet? My first apartment was that big.
Yeah.
His man cave is 850 square feet.
To himself.
Yeah.
Room for a fridge. Shut up. No, good on you.
Yeah, no. And he's retired too, so he's got all this time to actually finally focus on this. This could be his full-time job.
He doesn't look old enough to be retired, if that's his picture.
Yeah, that's what he looks like, I'm assuming. Let's see. Once I started to play Empire of the Sun, attacked Wake Island and Zero Leader and played some. Wow, that's a little bit much specific there.
Yeah, but that's that. I can see that being fun because you're looking at things right up there.
Yeah.
Then you come down a bit and then you come right down. So it's
and the abstraction is there with like Zero Leader.
Yeah.
And then you go from operational to tactical.
Yeah.
So yep. My problem, I want to play Empire of the Sun, but my problem with Empire of the Sun, it seems like it's a operational tactical game.
I've started reading the rules. It's one of those ones, for me anyway, where you can't just read the rules because it's like, well, hey, what gobbledygook. You've got to have the game out.
Oh, okay, to see it.
I think. To sort of then, what's he going on about? Oh, I see. Especially when they mention certain things and certain platinum cards. You've got to have the game out. I mean, it's there. I wanted it for ages, and I got it. So I'm quite looking forward to. I'm also looking forward to Pacific War, but I've got to take a month or two off and just dedicate my life to that. I think that's going to be a game.
Are you still kind of playing off, like, off for yourself on some games? Or
the last thing I did was Corsair Lead, and I put the thing up on the thing. I don't get the chance. Every so often, I think that's enough. I've got to have a break from videoing, and it's not a stress. It's a sort of you've got a deadline every time. Yeah. And if you don't put a game out for a week, which I haven't this week, and you feel guilty. You go, oh God, But sometimes you think, no, taking a week off, I'm going to play some games just for me.
Yeah.
And I don't care how wrong I get them. I'm just going to play a game, and I'll pick something I haven't played, and it doesn't matter, But yeah, normally I just enjoy videoing, and I do like the pressure a little bit, that I have to get a game out. But now, when I first started, I was very conscious of it. Now I think, okay, I've done it. Okay, fair enough. Nobody dies, so I'll do it next week.
Yeah, when you're first starting it, you're like, oh, I gotta get more out, and now it's like, yeah, if I get to it, I get to it.
Well, we're getting quite well known in the wargaming world. The pair of us, you're reaching soon your £1,000, 1,000 subscribers. So you're soon to be one of the largest solo wargaming content creators. Yeah. What?
Nothing. Yeah. So I saw this. So years ago, he ran the same scenario with ATS and ASL at the same time. I'm assuming it was a critical hit product, because that they serve both ATS and ASL comp. That's kind of interesting.
Gareth, over time, listening to what he plays some. He's a proper gamer, proper war gamer. He plays some good games, but he plays the whole sort of gamut, the whole sort of thing. A bit like me.
So Gareth, let me know if it was an ATS or a critical hit product. I'm kind of curious on that. To see how it is. I can have so much room.
Oh, I'm so lucky then. This is I'm in the living room. The bit that everybody watches telly is down there. Yeah. And I just leave my stuff out, and I'm just so lucky.
This area, I don't know, maybe by 10 by 10, I think it is, that I have here, and they pretty much leave it all alone. The funny thing I ever had is when my one son was probably 5. And I had Liberty or Death set up, and I had that plastic dice tower. He literally took all the cubes from Liberty or Death off my board and put them in.
Because he thought they seen Dad throw cube-shaped things in there. Yeah, wonderful.
It was great.
Wonderful. But the thing is, if you set up in the kitchen or in the living room, they'd soon moan, wouldn't they?
Yep.
I'm lucky.
That does not surprise me. ATS is much bloodier, so yeah, I would see that.
It's more ruthless, is it?
Yeah, you get 4 steps per unit, but you could lose them pretty quickly. So simultaneous, the theme is irrelevant. It's just about the mechanics of the game. Relax your mind. I get that. Yep.
Yeah. I've got things I've got to do, because of people, companies sending me stuff. So I've got things I've got to do. So I try and make it as varied as possible. Yeah, I think when I get a lull, I think I'm going to go Napoleonic for a bit. Don't know yet. Don't know. Don't quote me.
What would you play?
Well, there's the ones that Matt White keeps going on about. They're pretty reasonable. It's at the Hexas.
Were they the Hexas? Oh, the Eagle series.
Yes.
Yes, I have the Ulsterlitz. Phenomenal game.
The one that Hex to Hex sent me, the revamped version of the Quattro games, is really good. If you play by the original rules, because I think Herman was saying that they've tarted it up a bit too much, and better do. But if you keep it to the
original,
and the original rules are virtually the same as the original SPI rules. so you can play the game. It looks good and it's nice. Yeah, so I quite enjoyed that. I haven't videoed it. May do that down the line, but I have played it. It's good fun.
Well, and you can do this. So, like Michael here's played the OSG Operational Studies Group Quatre Bras by Victus is waiting on the table, and then he's going to do La Bataille Quatre Bras. That's it's interesting to see how each. I don't have the attention span to do this, by the way. I'd get bored after the first one. There's no way I would even.
I'd have to change. I couldn't do a whole month of, like comparing Quatre Bras with La Bataille, La Bataille. And no, I'd play one, play the other one,
Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, so it's, thought so. Because Critical Hit does both ASL Comp, which is their ASL, and then they do the same module for
Gareth, I don't know what you're
ATS.
talking about.
So that's that's pretty cool. That'd probably be a fun experiment to do. What's the fourth one, Mike? Oh, Quattro of Quattro. Oh, he wants to do Quattro of Quattro. So 4 of the Quatre Bras. So here we go. I'll do Quatre Bras from SBI Napoleonics Last Battle Quad.
That's what I've got in decision games. Yeah,
okay. And we'll compare the design games version and the OSG version. Well, yeah, the OSG Napoleon's Last Gamble, then either La Bataille or Hexasim or something. Yeah. I love the Hexasim series.
It looks lovely.
I can't figure out the damn rule set. There's 3 rule sets out there for it.
Really? This is the one that Matt White did.
No. The La Bataille.
Oh, no, La Bataille. Yeah, La Bataille's got half a dozen rule sets, isn't it? Yeah.
Hexasims, I've played the Austerlitz and love it.
Yeah.
It is really, really cool.
And I tell you, Mike, I tell you what, I have read the SPI rules and I've obviously read the decision games, and they're virtually the same.
Yeah, so I do have one of their games. I have that one,
isn't it?
Yeah, the Fishes one.
It has the cards in it, doesn't it?
That one doesn't have the cards.
Which one has the cards that you use?
That one, his does, but the one I have doesn't have cards.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, because it's like an intro game, and I know I mispronounced it. I just keep seeing Fishes or something like that. The Battle of Fishes, which it's machines or something like that. I don't know.
Stop digging that. I'll get on with it.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, the Hexasim games, by all means, I think are great. There's one set of rules. It's not that hard.
No, it looks lovely. Nice maps, and they're not too badly priced either.
No. In Hexasims, all their games I've ever had have been top-notch quality.
Yeah.
Components are great. The counters don't slip around.
Oh, right. I was going to say another European country, that are doing sterling work.
Hexasims
I have no problem with Slippy. It's a Momone.
It's a Momone. It's Mo complaining. So yeah. Themes. Thank you. I knew somebody would correct me.
Not Fisms.
It's not Fisms. I thought there's no H in it, so I have no idea where to get fish from.
Fismes.
Yeah. I've heard great stuff about them, which is why I wanted to get one of their smaller battles to try it out.
See, Napoleonics is the same for me as the American Civil War. I'm dipping my toe in. I've not been grabbed yet.
Me too. I haven't, but now I do have the Napoleonics Command and Colors. I do have no Command and Colors.
Yeah, that doesn't appeal to me. Why is that? I want to
really need to play that. Well, I don't know.
But the Ancients does. Weird.
Really? That is, yeah. You don't want to fire cannons at people?
Yeah, but I can do that with.
Yeah, that's true.
But then I can do things in Ancients that I can do in Great Battles of History with more detail. Go figure. Yeah. I don't know why.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward. I got it. I've been kind of contemplating my next year, my projects that I want to do as this year starting to close up. And I've kind of limited myself for my list of 10 to leave it to 1, maybe 2 GMT games, 1 lock and load game, and the rest have to be from different publishers.
The thing is, and I suppose it's people this side of the pond, it's easier for us to get P500. For me, it's getting really low. The difference between waiting until it comes over here and getting it P500. It's getting smaller and smaller, but it's still cheaper, and you get it quicker. So the P500s, that's why we do it. If Compass Games did it, and other game companies did a friendly shipping thing, then yeah, I'd love to. I haven't got a Compass game.
Yeah.
Why? Because the time they get over here, they're over £100. And
yeah. Well, they're over £100 here nowadays, so they're not cheap either. You got it, and I know Combat exclamation point is on your list to get as soon as it's available.
Exclamation mark.
Exclamation point. It's a point.
No.
How is it a mark? It's a point.
No,
exclamation point.
So you say period. Then why do you say period for a? We say full stop. Anyway, that's not why you called. So it's yeah, combat exclamation.
Oh, we said I said it. I said it.
Oh no, it's not. That's it. Yeah.
No.
Hi, David.
No. Hey, David. How's it going? So Liberty Roads is also by Hexasim. I've heard absolutely wonderful things. This is in one of my gaming groups. This is a one.
Hello,
and
darling.
The daughter shows. So
Liberty Roads is another Napoleonic. Yeah.
No. It's World War II. World War II or World War II. Freedom. I think it's Paris. You're freeing Paris.
Because Hexasims are known for Napoleonic-y things, aren't they?
Yep. So I've adjusted the camera slightly, so it's like that way. So he's punching musket and pike.
I've done mine, Alistair. I've done mine, and the great thing with this game is you can put each battle. You put counters away for it. There's no mixing. You have these counters for that battle, these counters for that battle. So all mine are in bags. It's great, but there was a lot of it.
Oh.
Does look good though.
Hexy's in the house.
Hey, Hexy.
Hey, I was watching Hex's. He did the Valor and Victory, the Steam version of that. That looked pretty funny, although it crashed right in the middle, and then I got tired, so I had to go. But that looked like a lot of fun. He was laughing his ass off playing that game. I'm not kidding you. Him and he was playing it, and then he had what's his name? Wardy Robe. He had Todd on there, and they were both just cracking up, laughing so hard.
That's
about
not
that.
allowed when you're playing a serious war game. Come on.
that's what he's actually. He made a comment. Actually, made a comment. He was like, yeah, the laughing and stuff. Does that really help? With the historicity of stuff. So
yes,
yeah,
we're having fun.
Yes, it's a good time. So exclamation point equals bang. Mike's waving at you, by the way. He's waving hi. So Tim Zales has Victory Roads. That's the one I was thinking of. Victory Roads. They're both kind of the same series. So Hexasim, Victory Roads, and that one. So let's see if I look this up real quick. Sim. There we go. On Hexasim on the English version of it. Because Hexasim did the Great War Commander as well. So they're actually redoing. Okay, so Victory Roads is the From Bagration to the Fall of Berlin.
Can you share it?
What?
Share it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Share it.
Hold on. Let me share this. Okay. Share. Screen. Hold on a second here. Let me put it over onto this one so I can.
You have to put it across or something.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the day when I get a new computer with 2 monitors. My goodness.
Well, one's a laptop and one's a monitor, so it kind of works out. Well, so this is Victory Roads. Yeah, so this is Victory Roads. So it's the From Bagration to the Fall of Berlin. So Eastern Front, May of June 44 to 45.
And that's look for you. I think euros is roughly equivalent to dollars, 58 euros. So not bad.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So this is some of the other stuff. So they have Waterloo. Yeah, they definitely have a high.
They do like the Napoleonics, and that's fair enough. I think that's how
Liberty Roads.
They started as a company.
If I remember right, Liberty Roads War Games. There we go. Is oh, they're selling Donnerschlag.
They sell other people's. They're a
Yes. Yep.
retail thing. Yeah. So
Yep.
that's
So there's the Labatai. I'm surprised they actually sell their stuff. Okay. Our game. I thought oh no, I just put War Games. That's what it was.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They do sell
There
other
we go.
people's.
So Last Eagles is a Quattro for Hexasim.
Yes, that's the series. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I have Austerlitz. The quality is so gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Victory Roads. Where's Liberty Roads? I wanted to pull it up. Oh,
There
here. That's a replacement map.
Oh.
It is France, so you're freeing the French.
Yeah.
World War II.
European countries have that sort of joie de vivre, you know.
Yep. Oh, here we go. Here's Liberty Roads. Campaign for France, June 44 to 45. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. Oh, they got Marco on there.
Yeah, okay. Who's the other one? Who was that other one?
That's their own one.
Oh, right. Okay,
that's
be
their own channel. Yeah. Counter's looking good, pretty good. Oh, we got Airborne Opera. Oh, that's awesome. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You have the Screaming Eagle. You have the first. Oh, yeah.
So you've got the split thing there saying it's both. Yeah, yeah.
British. Yep.
Got the Resistance there.
You got Monty.
There's Monty.
No, they don't have the patent. They don't have the patent one.
Tony, that was rubbish.
What, that Monty?
Monty. We don't talk like that, do
we? Yeah, I just got criticized by the girl about that.
Patton.
So.
You got Patton.
You got Patton here.
You got Patton. Okay. And Montgomery.
Let's see. There's also an Eastern Front. Yeah, so Liberty Roads have Victory Roads, but you need an American house to play both together.
What am I missing? What?
It's the size. He's like saying you can put both of them together, but you need an American house to put it all together.
I'd need a floor to play
yes.
it on.
Yes,
right. Okay.
You'd have a whole room. Your kids wouldn't be able to watch telly.
I don't care. Right.
Yeah, Gareth is definitely
definitely
I have all
that. Gareth. Yeah. Because it's a standalone version as well.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Fire and Maneuver on Steam is good. Good board style game on the PC. Okay, cool. And Mike's Bagration. I like Bagration. And it's just that's what it looks like to me.
That's why you leave the U.
And then he's swearing at me in Russian, I'm assuming. Oh, our Russian bot's here. Mike's our Russian bot.
Well, click on that. Web page, Mike. Okay. Right.
Okay. Freeing the French. Come again?
Well, they are free French. Yes, I get it. Yeah.
Well, the Americans had to rescue them off of, now the First World War Germans did not get to Paris. I do know that. But they did have guns that hit Paris that were like hundreds of miles away.
Is it me? But in the First World War, they had guns, artillery guns that were the size of small counties.
Yeah.
And in the Second World War, not so much.
And those guns would hit hundreds of miles away.
Yeah.
But
not so much in the Second World War.
No, they used planes, I think, for that.
They couldn't get a gun that size on a plane. What are you talking about?
No, they were more accurate. So they were more accurate with the bombing for the plane.
Know. It's just the guns were huge. Yeah.
Yeah, the huge railroad guns. Yeah, those things were massive.
And that's in this game.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. You've got guns that only move on railroads.
Oh,
it's crazy. It's really good.
You should look it up.
I won't understand it, but it looks really good.
Railroad guns, German railroad guns. She's looking it up on the phone. She wants to see what those guns look like. Those railroad guns.
They were the size of Manhattan. There you go.
Oh yeah, Big Bertha. That's where Big Bertha came from. Was from World War I with those guns. I was reading an account of somebody in Paris that things would just out of nowhere just blow up. Yes.
It's huge, isn't it? Huge. You wouldn't believe it. A gun could be that big.
But like things would just explode for no reason. Then what it was the artillery shell was shot from so far away they didn't even know it was coming. And of course, there's no accuracy in it, so that's why they didn't do it very often.
And also, the speed of the shell is faster than the speed of sound, so it went, and then you heard it. So,
they would have had loads of problem getting those across the channel. They actually didn't need to get them across the channel; they could fire them over the channel without any problems.
Yeah, crazy. It's crazy.
Those V2s. Oh yeah, the shell was the size of a small car.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's insane.
It's the size of the car your dad's going to buy you when you turn 17.
Oh, she gets my car, which is she's kind of big because I have to haul them around. I'm going to get a smaller vehicle, but yeah, if I bought you a car, it would be that size. It would get like a Jetta or something like that. Like I've seen those small cars that are in your neck of the woods that are cheap. Rough, they're like this big, which most cars are this big over there because you guys don't have the roads.
I've got a little car and it's fine, all right. I don't want a big car. What I want, I tell you what, I do want. One day, it's one of those big 1970s, 80s cars that the engines were far too powerful for the car itself, and that's why it squeaks every time you pulled up. I want one of them, and the suspension that goes like that.
Oh, jeez!
I want one of them.
That was one of the big issues, is that when you fired one, there was a possibility because of the heat coming out of them that they would bend.
Yeah.
I don't know about after each fire, but after so many, yeah.
Which is why they couldn't fire them continuously,
John Haley. Hey, how's it going, John? Get a Jag E-Type. Not for her.
Jag.
That's mine.
That's a fantastic car. My uncle used to have one of them, E-Type Jag. Yeah. Nice car. It's got to be red, though.
Big Bertha could only shoot 9 miles, but some of the other World War I rail ones shot about 30 miles. Yep.
There are some counters in this. See, most artillery can only fire 1 hex. There are some artillery that can fire 1.5 hexes because they're
what? 1.5?
1.5, yeah.
How do you figure that out?
It's half a hex. Come on, it's not rocket science. Come on.
I know, but so is the unit. Oh, my unit's not in that half.
That's right. Phew. They go, phew. Mon Dieu.
Okay.
They go, mon Dieu.
He used to have a 64 Lincolns with the suicide doors.
That's the sort of car, the cars you used to see on the American shows we used to get over here. You think, oh, yeah. And when they pulled away, they'd squeal, the wires, the tires would squeal, and the old suspension would do that. Lovely.
Should I get her a MG34 and an MG42?
MG. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great car.
Yeah, I know. Minis and games.
Yeah, it's.
You can't take it with you when you go, Charles.
No. So enjoy it while you're here. And I had a quick tote up of my little collection, and my wife is going to get a great holiday out of it. And I've told her, if I go before you two, is to get in contact with you two to make sure she sells it for what it's worth, not what I told her I bought it for.
That's the line. I have a list of, okay, this is actually worth this. Well, it's funny is when they do the half off sales, I get the games and I give it to her. Say,
yeah, you told me this. It's a great way. That's a great way of doing it.
It's awesome. And then she looks up how much the game is actually.
When the sale's gone. Yeah. And
then she's like, what? I'm like, I got that for half off. She's like, I thought the half off was full price.
They got no clue, have they? They haven't got a clue how much we spend on this blooming hobby of ours.
Yeah.
Which we love.
It's all good. It could be worse. We could be.
We could be motorbikes or a mistress, Either which I can't afford.
1914. Would have rebuilt MGs.
All right. Okay.
Jen Chaos, where are you from? Britain, or are you an American? Or some other non-important country? No, I'm just kidding. I am just kidding. I am just kidding.
Tell your dog to stop laughing. That's not funny. All right.
As we say, the other parts of the world that are not America.
You know what? because of that, what was that? Because of that coming out soon, I want to get Patton's Best out again, so I've got it in my head. And
I sold my
compare.
copy of that. Huh? I had a copy of it in unused, unpunched, and I sold it. I sold it to a buddy of mine, so I didn't feel so bad.
It's a dice festy thing.
I would have been fine with that.
I don't think I could play the whole thing because it would be
like the whole campaign.
Boring. Yeah, just play a few things missions and yeah, that was fun.
Oh, yep. Oh, that's right. That's right. You live in Princeton now? He's from Chicago but live in Princeton. Oh, so yeah, so he's in New Jersey. I can't count him as serious. He lives in New Jersey. Yes, Aaron Burr's Princeton College, yes. Which is actually King's College. It's now Princeton, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but I think
we have the King's College over here, not you.
No, that was the King's College before it became Princeton.
No, King's College Oxford was around before yours. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm not denying that, but we had a King's College too.
Okay.
So. No, yeah. John's got a good question. I should do that. Like what MSRP? Like, I don't know. That would take too much time, I think.
If you sort of have a set $50 per game, that sound about right?
Yeah, I think it's more close to 60 to 65. On average.
For us, that would be 50 quid. So I've said 50 quid, and it's frightening.
Oh, as Mike Anthony says, no, that's too scary.
Yeah.
I might have to buy extra insurance just for my collection if I actually knew how much it was.
New house insurance, yeah. If somebody broke in,
Yeah, so this was the one that I was talking about. The Emperor William gun was 75 to 80 miles.
Can you imagine a gun?
They called it the Paris gun because it could reach Paris.
Yeah, can you imagine a gun that could shoot a shell 80 miles?
The only problem is it wasn't accurate, so you have to you shoot it in a general direction, and
and it end up in New Zealand.
Yeah,
so
it got high enough that it started to hit the stratosphere and stayed in low Earth orbit for a long time. I told my son when I go another 30 years, check my game list, call Noble Knight, because a lot of my stuff came from that. I'm just going to say you're not going to get money worth it if you go to Noble.
No, sell it on the private market.
Yep. There were 5 or 6 HEs in his parking lot, easily to work on. And Yeah,
MGs, great little car.
Oh, yeah. I will not give myself a heart attack at this time, so there'll be no calculations around here. My daughter was just saying that I could afford an apartment for her. Yeah, so most of us could easily buy our child a starter car with our Wargame collection, and I'm not talking about the $200 cars.
No, not the thing that just about went, but you could pick your mates up in and go down the pub. Yeah, not that sort of car. No.
Nope. Yeah, you could get a pretty like a Ford Focus type stuff.
Yeah, you could get a nice car. That's frightening. And your daughter's pretending not to hear.
Yeah. David, I owned an MG. I love that.
Yeah, great cars. Great little sports cars. Yeah, if you call it a sports car. So.
MG car. There we go.
They're cute. They're sexy. Don't show your daughter she'll want one.
I only see like half a picture of a car. Oh, look at this.
One.
Like this. There you go. Yeah.
Give me. I like it.
They're sexy, aren't they? They're nice cars.
I've never heard someone describe a car like that.
I couldn't. Oh, I hear it all the time.
Same here. Yeah, they're quite small. Unless you get a convertible.
Yeah. Is that like? Are they new? Do they still make them? Are they still around? Or
no? You buy. As far as I know, no.
This one looks probably from like the 80s or something. Yeah, like that.
No, they were around. They've been around for a long time. Yes. Move along.
Yeah. No, we'll keep this one up for a little while. No. Yeah. Oh, trust me, we have a notorious amount of cars that were, we have the Edsel, which lasted a couple of years, and that was it. Yeah, it's a Ford Edsel. He named it after his son that had died.
Is that the weird thing? Was that the thing in Breaking Bad?
It might have been. I haven't seen Breaking Bad.
They had to pick the worst car for this chemistry teacher, the main character, to drive.
Yeah, I would say that would fit that one because
the worst color and the worst car.
Yeah. Was almost a tank. Oh yeah, Mercury Lincoln Park. Yeah, that was it. My first car was VW Rabbit.
Right, they still make them.
Yeah. Oh, Woodrow Wilson Princeton. Okay. No Chinese built them. No Chinese built them now.
They're not the same though. Not the same. Get an old one. Oh, that's the equivalent of the car you just mentioned.
Oh, okay, got it. Gotcha. I see. Yeah, so it's like I'm kind of.
What's happened? He's
so
gone.
If we did $50, and I roughly know how many games I've got. Let's.
Well, I know from the thing I did, the ranking, that I've got 135 games.
I'm closer to the 300 plus. And I know quite a few of them were more than $50.
Yeah, but average out $50, $60. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It's like, yeah.
How much?
Don't show up now because you want an MG. So,
yeah. I think I'm going to be calling my insurance agent. Get extra insurance.
You see, the thing is, how long have you been buying these games? How long, Tone?
Oh, it took me a while to build that up.
What, a few years? How many years?
Yeah, easily 4 to 5. And now I'm to the point where I'm just getting new stuff because I got all the old stuff.
And you've got twice as many as I have. And I've been doing this 3 years.
Well, I've been doing this overall.
Tony.
Let's see, how old are the boys? So I've been doing it for 9 years.
Justify it, Tony. You've just been going on a mad trip, haven't you?
I did right at the beginning, like we all do.
Yeah,
it's one of those things.
But yeah, I must have half that then, which is still a few thousand.
Yeah, and honestly, yeah, that was funny. Yeah, my first car was $500 too. It was a '84 Ford Mustang hatchback.
Oh, bit flash.
Automatic.
It sounds flash.
It sounds flashy.
On paper. Yeah.
I went through starters on that thing like it was no tomorrow. I knew how to replace the starter in that car in like 15 minutes.
See, we had cool cars like the Cortina Mark III, which had the bomb backlight on it, the 3-color light, and I learned to drive in a Golf, Volkswagen Golf, the original one with the sort of pointy front, lovely little car.
Yeah, I've noticed that altogether. You can't buy a $20 game on eBay anymore. Like my first game I purchased that was a Hex Encounter game was Fortress Europa, their original version. I got it for like less than $20. You can't find them for that price anymore.
We talked about this before. Panzer Grenadier games, you can't buy them now for the prices we used to buy them for, the older games.
Yeah, it was a hybrid, part Ford Fairlane, part Mustang. That's the hatchback for you.
We've gone into anything you want to know about war games we're afraid to ask.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, so the boys were born in 2012. I started about a year older, so about 13, 14. I'd probably say 17, 18 was when I made my largest purchase, like quantity-wise purchases. So yeah, now everybody knows, now everybody knows to go there, and so people jack up the prices now.
Yeah, there's nothing there.
Dan's here.
Hi, Dan.
All we need is Artie, and we can do everything you know about Wargaming.
We're turning into your show. We're talking about apples, cars,
bananas.
You say bananas, I say bananas.
You say potatoes, I say potatoes.
You say no tomatoes.
I say potatoes, you say potato.
No, I say potato. No, I can't even say it now. Potato or tatties. Potato.
What about tomatoes? How do you say a tomato?
Tomatoes.
Oh, so it's a tomato.
There's R in it.
You say tomato. I say tomato.
You say tomato. I say tomato. Anyway.
Okay.
We're turning it the Dan show and Ardy show.
282 games, $50 plus another
Charles.
500 plus 1460.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I love that. That's great. I think this might be correct. This might be it. COVID made the eBay prices go crazy.
And it stayed.
Yep. And because they got into it and now they realize they need more.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. See, Panzer Grenadier used to buy them when they come up for 20, 30 quid. The older games. Now, no.
Yeah. So
you're lucky, Chaos, because I can't be picky.
I would say I really haven't got much under $50. Most of them were more than $50, and several of them were, higher than that.
Shush. Spies in the room. Shush.
Yeah. No. How many are antiques? No. Do you mean the cars, or are you talking about the games? We got two conversations going on here.
An antique technically has to be, I think, is it 50 years?
That's the 80s now.
No,
that'd be the 70s. That'd be the 70s. Yeah, that'd be the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, Gareth. This is what happens, when we don't have the control of the leader.
Yeah, you can't do this anymore. Ambush for $15? Nope.
No,
Good luck.
My ambush.
Add a 0 there.
Oh God, yeah, no, mine cost about 50 quid, I think, unpunched. But it was in pre-COVID time, so.
Now, are we talking a state college or a private college, out-of-state college, or in-state college? Well, you guys don't have no idea what that means. Never mind. She's going to go to right down the road, I guess. I don't know.
No, let it go somewhere else. Get away. Enjoy.
No. See, you can do that there. We can't.
Is that
it costs money to go away.
Oh. It costs money anyway.
Yeah.
It costs a lot more money.
Yeah. I want an original ambush and up front.
Yeah, my ambush was unpunched. I'm really pleased with that. And my Tokyo Express.
Hold on. He owned. Did you sell it?
Right.
Did you sell it? Because, yeah. And Dan's doing this to you.
I know. Yeah, I know. Yeah,
he's got his Italian stuff going on. Yeah.
Doing that.
Do you bite your thumb at me? No, I don't bite my thumb at you. Do a little pull little Romeo and Juliet out of there. So she's like, they died.
Kids, eh?
Yeah, it is. That's the thing. Non-resident. So if you don't go to school in your state, so I live in Ohio, so if you went to school out of state, it costs twice as much.
Oh.
Because our taxes for the state help pay for that particular school. So that's why.
I'll tell you what, then, come to England.
Sounds great. I'll be on my way.
Yeah.
She's coming.
Yeah.
She'll live with you, Ruff.
Where's
you know that room you're cleaning out for your games? That's her room now.
Well, we could put a futon. What about a futon?
Perfect.
I guess my parents come into town, she gets kicked to the futon. So
yeah. What are you studying? What do you want to study at uni? Is it university or
we call it college over here?
But that's university. Yeah?
It's university. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we call ours university.
I like calling it uni because it makes more sense.
Yeah,
college seems kind of like second rate.
College is like what adults go to when they want to do their A levels. Anyway, so what you studying?
She's got two things.
Okay.
What you want to do?
I'm like looking into like criminology and physical therapy.
Criminology and physical therapy.
Oh, criminology. Yeah, right.
She, particularly like a crime scene investigator.
Yeah, you don't want the other thing then. No, you want science.
Both of them are science.
No. Just because it's got an ology on the end doesn't mean it's a science. All right. So you want to do criminology. That's a sort of
forensic science, forensic examiner or forensic criminologist actually does it. That is science.
Right, but you're doing your sciences, yeah?
Yeah, she is. Yep. She's doing great in biology right now, so she's good. Algebra's good too. So she's good in that. So
that's random things. But maths.
Yeah. Most of my collection, I got my secondhand
I'll try.
markets in Europe. Especially older publications are hard to find. Was lucky, bought so many games. Well, you're also in Germany, which is very hard to find war games. Anyways, I'm tired of people comparing the U.S. to Finland. There are like a fraction of the population in Finland. Have you been to Finland? Nobody lives in Finland. It's on the outskirts.
You've hit a nerve, Mike. You've hit a nerve.
Oh, yeah. Oh, really? ASU? My parents live in Arizona. Okay. Anyways, back to it.
Anyway, back to
show, but still. Hey, Jester.
No, you see, because he's not here, we sort of wandered, haven't we?
Yes.
I don't care. It's been a great. I've enjoyed myself. I hope the chat has enjoyed it.
Oh,
as well.
yeah. I can tell they're loving it up. Rough shirt is okay. Now that other English guy, his shirts. He did
competing.
I will say he did say I got my Alexander shirt on.
What was that?
She can live under the stairs at Ruff's home waiting for her letter from Hogwarts.
Yeah. Do you know what? You might get that.
Oh, Dave's wife, David, his wife does the criminal investigations.
There we go. Yeah. My best friend's daughter has just done her master's in that. So yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, she's with the old UV lamps and all that. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what that means. Yeah, that's right. Because I went to the College of Education at Bowling Green State University, so that makes sense. But the ones that do live in Finland are...
I tell you what, Tone, are you going to explain to Jester next week what we talked about?
I have no idea how to explain it.
No, I'm going to keep quiet. All right.
He's going to watch it. So. And Finn's. So I was watching Grand Tour on Amazon yesterday, and they were talking about one of the F1 drivers, Nico. Now I can't think of his name, but like he was like chugging the champagne at the end of the race. It was like the longest chug. The big bottles at the end of the race. He's like,
oh. We know how to chug. People in Europe and the UK know how to chug.
Nerd. Oh. Yeah, he froze.
No, I haven't.
Okay, we're going to get it wrapped up. So I want to thank everybody for showing up today. Thanks everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. It went really well. Really quick again. We had some war game talk, but of course, you can't do war games for 2 hours straight. You veer off. It's kind of like my teaching. I'm focused, and then we have to do that. So, and the chat doesn't help us.
Us two have been let loose tonight, so
yes,
that's what you get.
So Jester will be back. I like that. Instead of Austin Powers, it's Rough Powers.
Baby.
My friend's grandma had a couch like that.
I know this is 70s wallpaper. But I had to wear it. The Yard of Owl, yeah. No.
David Heath is going to send you some Lock and Load t-shirts.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah.
Great show. Yeah, we're going to get corrected next week. And reminder, next week.
Get told off.
It's on Sunday.
Oh,
don't
crikey.
forget.
Thank you for reminding me.
Yes, it's on Sunday next week on Jester's channel. So same time, probably 4 to 6. We'll let you know if it's any different. But next week it's going to be Sunday, not Saturday. Jester's flying on Saturday, and so he'll be available Sunday. So we're going to get scolded. He's in Chicago right now.
Tell us off.
His daughter got married yesterday.
He's not going to let us forget this, is he?
Nope.
No.
Yep. Sunday, back on Jester's channel. Yep. So, bye. Yep. It'll be late, David. You'll be able to go to church and everything. You're good.
Yeah. Get your stuff out of the way that you need to do. Come and join us. Yeah.
Yep. Family time. I think he plays games on Sundays, though.
No, not this Sunday.
Oh, you're not allowed to play games on Sunday. So, well, everybody, thank you so much. It was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for putting up with us.
Jester, Apples, thanks. Yep. So I'll see everybody later. Have a good one. And
Thank you very much.
see you later. Bye, guys.
Thanks for putting up with us.